Hey, blessings. How you doing? How you doing? Hello, hello. Hi, how are you?
Help you?
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm sorry.
I said hi. How are you today?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm not doing too good. I just found your page here. I had a question. I have one question because
Sorry,
I'm.
I fell out. I went out of the app by accident. What was that?
Oh, no problem. No problem. No problem. I had a question. Um, I'm in a situation right now that just happened to me. I'm kind of nervous about the situation. I wanted to know if you'd be able to answer my question asking your cards.
I'm sorry to hear that. Sure.
Um, yeah, I just got home. Something in my truck, in my car, my car is my livelihood. That's my transportation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, takes me to where I need to go. Something in the front of the vehicle fell apart underneath.
Oh no.
And I'm laid off from my job, and I'm kind of worried, like, is this something serious, or do you foresee me fixing this issue? That's what I wanted to know, if you'd be able to, if you'd be able to ask your tarot if this issue will be resolved, because I don't I don't
I
want to
can
look
do you
into it. I
one
don't.
better than that. I can actually ask my spiritual guides, my angels.
Okay.
'Cause there's no really way to get, a yes or no answer from my cards.
Okay.
Um, let's see. So I feel that um, whether or not your car gets fixed is going to depend a lot upon whether or not you take the steps necessary to figure something out. You know what I mean? I feel like it
Hmm.
relies heavily upon whether or not you find the means of doing so for yourself, or see if there's someone else that can assist you with doing so. I feel that, is it an older car?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay. So I feel that it's gonna be, you know, in, because it's an older car, so it should be an easier job to fix. Depending whether or not there's cheaper parts, or um, whether you can find a mechanic that is, suitable and, reliable, trustworthy, and
Right.
whatnot. Um, but yeah, I feel like yes. I got a yes and no as an answer, because it really just depends, uh, you know, upon, whether or not you're willing to take the steps necessary to do so. So a time frame is what you're kind of asking, right?
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, do you see this getting fixed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I do see it getting fixed. I do see, because that's your blessing. That car that you have is your blessing, and that was a blessing
Yes, it
to you.
is. Yes, it
So
really is.
your blessing is going to be looked after and ensure that it has longevity always, um,
Yes.
for sure. So yeah, just have faith and pray about it. I don't know if you're religious or anything like that, but just pray on it. Just meditate a little bit. Just release any worries that you have associated with it, because it should be fixable. I mean, is it still running?
Yeah, it's still running.
Okay, so is it overheating, or
No,
Have you
no.
noticed any like check engine lights or anything like that?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes the gauge light might come on, but when that bracket, whatever it
Any
was, when
smoke
it,
coming from the front of the car?
no.
Okay, so that's good. That's actually good news. So did you see what fell out, or was it like a thunk that you
Yeah,
noticed in the back?
it was like a bracket for the transmission fluid. It was like a
Ooh.
black bracket, but it's in the front, and I don't know if it lost its screw, but something was holding it in place,
So
and
I
it's
want you to
connected.
take it easy with the car. Like try not to go over any bumps or any like potholes or
Right,
anything, because
right.
that's gonna like prevent any further damage for sure. But yeah, that's something pretty major because like you don't want to like be driving and then anything happen where you know trust that the divine's gonna look after you for sure. You have
Most
angels
definitely.
watching over you and ensuring that you get from your point A to point B, to get to your job or whatever
Yeah, yeah,
is your main concern, right? So yeah, just for
yeah.
sure, just like take it easy, just like really ensure that you're not, making foolish decisions with where you're heading in your car, make sure that it's about, getting to work and not just like, you know,
Driving
poodle,
frivolously around.
yeah, like poodling around and whatnot, yeah, until it gets fixed at least. But that seems like something that they would have to take the engine apart, take the engine down. But it should be a simple process, if you get in, you know, um, a
Or you mean
experience
like
like
lift it up? Like you mean lift it
either,
up? Like lift it?
depending on, is it a pickup truck or?
Yeah, yeah. It's a
Okay,
pickup.
yeah. So that's what I was getting that. For sure, felt like it was a pickup truck. So yeah, I'm definitely picking up on that. It should be something as simple as either lifting the car up on a lift or like getting it on those little roller things, or um, they might be able to do it from the
Yeah,
front engine and just like break it down, because if it's like it's front wheel drive, right?
yeah.
So that's like most front wheel drive cars only turn one wheel, one side of the car. So the
Right.
transmission would be on either the left or the right side of the car, more than likely the right side of the car. So it'll be a simple fix where they just go on the right side of the car through the hood or
Probably like
underneath.
screw it back up in
Right.
place or something.
Yeah, just like make sure, just get an inspection. I don't know if you can take it to like get an inspection. That's like pretty cheap to get done. Take it to like a shop and get like an inspection when you have the means to do so. And then,
Yeah.
make sure that, they're trustworthy. Don't let them just tell you, oh, this is wrong or da 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 da, and just like mess around. Be very aware, pay attention, to what's going
Yeah.
on. Don't just like leave your car there. Um, but for
You don't
sure,
you don't see this you don't see this being an
no,
expensive
I don't.
fix, do you?
I don't see it because if it's like an older car, for sure, like transmissions can be expensive. Like if it was the transmission itself, like is it? Are you able to reverse the car?
Yeah, I'm about to go do that when I get off the phone with you.
So you're able to
But
reverse the car still?
yeah, but
Is there any
I'm
Is there any lurching or like, um, any like jerking? And then
yeah, at times, yeah. Yeah, how'd
okay,
you know that? Yeah.
okay, yeah, so that's what I'm picking up on also.
I don't but that was
But that's
prior
it's
to
an older
this.
car though, so that's kind of like to be expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, just for sure, like as long as it's not leaking transmission oil, that would be a thing that I would check on for sure. Cause like I'm into cars, so like you got the right
Yeah.
person. So I'm like really into cars, so I know about all this type of stuff. So
So glad that we crossed paths. How may I address you properly?
her,
Her?
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm Eli.
Eli.
Yeah.
Eli. Okay. Nice to meet you, Eli.
But yeah,
My name
so
is Tay.
Tay, nice to meet you as well. I'm so sorry
Yeah.
that this happened. Like I feel for you. I really do. I don't have my own
I
car, but I can only imagine, you know, how tough that is to have that happen. So, I
yeah.
for me, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say this like scary or anything like that, but my car engine literally caught fire when I was driving it once. So I know what it's like to have just like unexpected things happen. So for sure, just like you don't want any fluid to be leaking on any parts of that car. So just make sure that you look for fluids, like for sure, and just like get an inspection done as soon as you possibly can would be, what I would recommend. And just like I feel like,
Yeah, when I noticed it fell off when the bracket thing fell off in the front while I was driving. Um driving back home, I noticed that the car just went really slow. It just went really super slow, and then it picked back up in its acceleration. You know, so um,
Mm.
you don't think that there's going to be more issues with attached to this problem, do you? Like with
I
my
mean,
engine or anything?
like it could cause other issues, like what if the transmission.
I don't know how I could say it, like transmission or I wish I could
It's not
I wish I could
necessarily a
I wish I could
transmission though.
FaceTime you.
It's a transaxle. Like it's a trans. It's not actually a transmission. It's kind of like a
The axle, like the bracket
the
thing, it's
axle.
like a radi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big black square.
Okay.
It's like a big black square made out of plastic and metal.
That fell off. Like do you have the part? Like you still have it,
Yeah,
or
it's hanging. It's hanging from the bottom front. It's just hanging from the bottom
like you can
front.
see it in the wheel well thing?
No, you could see it because you could see it through the through the front bumper.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you
Yeah.
bend down, you could see it hanging. It's in like in the very front by the bumper, like behind the bumper, in the very front, and it's still attached to the wire and everything. I tried to get under there, but it was too hot, of course. So I'm just letting it sit in place like it is. I don't want to touch it or anything.
Yeah.
Um,
I just feel like it should be a pretty simple fix. Like it's just gonna cost. Like I don't know if you can like.
you don't think it's gonna be too expensive, do you?
I mean, a couple $100 at the most, and that's like a really reliable parts. Like taking it to somebody that's like a professional.
I mean, really, I think all really it needs is to be screwed back into
I
place.
mean, you can cut corners, but I wouldn't consider that because it's an older car, so you wouldn't want to like you know cut corners and then something else happen in the future. But like I feel like with cars, like it's just like it'll be a couple $100. Like if it's something having to do with like the engine and the transmission, if it's like not the transmission itself, like the transmission is like the most expensive part of the car, besides the engine. So like if it's not the transmission itself, if it's like just like a bracket or something that's attached to it, or just something that's like a
Hmm.
component of the transmission,
Yeah,
so to speak.
this component is for the transmission fluid. That's what it says on that transmission fluid.
Oh, okay, so it might be the reservoir.
Yeah, I think that's what it probably is.
Okay, so yeah, then that shouldn't be that much then. It's just labor that you would have to pay, like labor for someone fixing it, and then the parts. So I will like start saving for that for sure. Do you have
But
insurance?
no, I don't. I
Oh,
don't.
dang. Well, if you can get insurance, I would get it now for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's all I really can think of at this time. Yeah, so yeah,
So it is gonna get fixed, right? Don't
yeah,
worry
it's
about it.
gonna get fixed. Don't worry about it. Like, I mean, worry about it, but don't worry about it at the same time. Like, don't let it keep you up at night because that's not gonna help anybody. That's not gonna help you emotionally. That's ruminating on it is gonna possibly cause you to slip up and possibly make a mistake, or like you know uh, possibly cause something further. But just like, yeah, I feel like just give it up to God. Give it up to,
Leave it alone. Don't
yeah.
touch it. Leave it as is.
Don't touch it because like I feel like you could be doing more damage than good. Unless you can find like a YouTube video or something online that can like help you figure out what it is exactly. But like I
Hmm.
wouldn't go tinkering around with a car, honestly. Like, um,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
I have one last question for you, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I met this girl yesterday. Well, we used to go to school like 10 years ago together, but we've um we've rekindled some kind of friendship. We've been talking. Her name is Abrielle.
Okay.
Do you feel that asking your spirit guides? Do you feel that there will ever come a time that me and her are intimate
I heard
together?
a
Not
yes.
relationship wise,
I heard a
but
yes
just
immediately.
yeah,
I heard a yes like immediately. Yeah.
sexually.
No. I heard no. Have you guys had a sexual relationship in the past?
No, no, we just met yesterday.
Okay, so no, and currently, like in the now moment, no. But there's a possibility in the future. You know, if you guys, you know, the chemistry, you know, leads in that direction. I mean, I feel like it's kind of sudden. Like my my spirit guides are pretty, conventional and traditional. So I mean, so I don't think that they're the type that be talking about busting it down on the first night. So
Oh no, definitely not on the first, but probably like later down the road.
yeah, for sure. I mean, oh my gosh, I mean,
Yeah,
leave me out
tell
of
me,
it. Leave me out of it. I don't want
tell
that part
me.
of it. No,
I
like
mean, you're helping
you
me.
need to get
You're helping
married. You
me.
guys need to get married.
You're helping me.
I
Don't
don't. I
speak that
don't.
into
I
existence,
don't condone.
please.
I don't condone premarital sex. Like, I'm sorry.
But you do. But your spirit guides are telling you this
Yeah, I
that
mean,
this will happen.
yeah. Like,
Hmm.
if you
Okay, that's
guys
all I need to
feel
know.
it, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Well, first, the first things first. I'm gonna try to get my car fixed.
Yeah,
Um.
that's what you need to focus on, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
Definitely.
can bust those yams another time, but just like get your car fixed so that you can get to work, because like you're gonna
Hmm.
need some finances in order to impress that lady you got over there. She
Yeah.
seems like a real bougie one. She seems real
She
bougie.
has two baby daddies.
hmm She has a plethora of incomes,
Is that?
so to
Yeah, I figured
speak.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So money talks. You know what I mean?
With her, do you feel that she's selling her body or no?
Oh yes, for sure.
Really?
Yes. hmm To her baby daddies.
Yeah, she said one of her baby daddy gives her money.
So you would be getting sloppy seconds.
What that mean?
You know about sloppy seconds?
Mm-mm.
You'd be basically, if you kiss her, you're basically. Never mind. Just leave. I don't even
Can you
know.
just like tell me? Because I don't like to be confused about
Okay,
this.
can so basically, if she was to be sucking on some mushroom tip, so to speak, you'd be basically in a love triangle at this point, because like you'd be going after all of that, those people that have had her and all that stuff. I don't know. It's too much for me. It's none of my business. Honestly, it's none of my business. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Quit playing. Let's be adults
Do you
here.
feel she's interested in me?
I heard no. Honestly, I heard no. But if you have money, she'll be interested in you. That's what I was inquiring. You're not her type. I heard.
I'm not her type.
Yeah. She likes dark skinned guys.
Then why are all her babies light skinned?
Because she can't
Anyways,
she
yeah.
can't basically she didn't have a choice, you know what I mean? It was above her at that point, you know what I mean? She was trying to
Hmm.
make some money. She ended up having, getting paid to make some babies. And then, oh my gosh, this is going too far. Like, let me get out of here.
No, no. This is really important because this is somebody that I know. So it's not like I'm gonna go back and tell her. This is from my own personal knowledge.
Well, she got paid to make some babies. She didn't choose whether or not it was somebody that she was actually interested in because it wasn't about that. It was about money. You know, it was about survival. Okay?
Mhm.
It's all about survival with females. Okay? Back in the day, men and women found men that could basically provide them a lifestyle or provide them with support that they could basically use to, support their lifestyle or, you know, keep things going and such. So that's how things work. They don't really, uh, she didn't really make a decision based on her own true feelings.
Mhm. Do you feel that my ex girlfriend Stephanie is gonna ever try to reach back out to
No,
me?
hurt no, immediately. I don't want to give you false hope, honestly. I hurt no.
That's good. She's crazy.
Okay, I have to go, honestly. It was nice
Mhm.
chatting with you. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope everything works out for you, honestly.
Likewise. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Jerry, 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 Jerry. Gosh, now I feel like twerking or something like this. I gotta get out of that. I gotta get out of that ghetto energy. Alright, I need to burn some sage. My God, Lord have mercy.